If you love helping people and you are looking for a job, then listen closely, because you have a chance on September 14th to go to a job fair and become part of the family at Century Park. They manage Garden Plaza of Cleveland, Garden Plaza of Greenbrier Cove, and the bridge at Ottawa. I'm looking at Danielle Nelson. She's the one who told me all these great facts. She's here representing Century Park this morning, so nice to see you.
Thank you for having me.
So what a great thing to have a job fair coming up where people can actually know that the jobs really do exist, and they can see it's happening at each of these 3 locations. They can go to the one where they'd most like to work. Is that right?
That's right. That's right. We welcome everyone to come.
So I was asking you a little bit about your journey. You went to Lee, you're a Cleveland native, and you, as life will do, you begin on the medical journey and life took you kind of in a different path. And at one point in the conversation, she said that she went to work at Garden Plaza and
the bridge at
the bridge at Ottawa, and you never left.
Yes.
You've been part of the family ever since. So that speaks highly of them, Danielle,
Yes.
that you love it so much.
That's right. Our mission is to create a place of belonging for both associates and residents, and it is definitely evident in all of our communities.
Well, it's something that so many families find themselves needing at some point. And with the bridge, for example, it's just that. It might be temporary that you're there while you transition into a different place. But many people find themselves wanting or needing to change and downsize into a place like Garden Plaza, and they need those helping hands along the way. So when you say that you're looking for all positions, what does that really look like?
That's everything from servers, housekeepers, care staff, which is resident assistants, nurses, LPNs. We are looking for all of those positions, and even activities. So if you like to have fun, have parties, engage residents, coordinate volunteers, then we welcome you to our communities.
So I talk to some people sometimes who are in their 20s primarily, and they'll tell me that it's not as easy to find a job these days as you would think, even though you hear about jobs being open, because so much is done through the internet. By coming to this job fair, people are going to have a chance to really talk face to face and connect. Is that right?
That's right. So all of our community directors, so that's our executive directors, business office directors, every one of our leadership team will be present at the job fair. So you'll have all your questions answered, get to take a tour of the community. You'll see real life residents and get to have conversations with them as well.
Are you encouraging people to bring a resume with them, or do they just fill out something while they're there?
They can come, just bring themselves, and we will take care of the rest. We'll have the laptops,
okay,
and everything needed for them to complete the application process.
So will you be doing kind of interviews that day too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. On-site interviews as well.
So if you are, like I was talking about your background, how you begin with this one thought in mind, and life always takes you down other roads, and you go with it. So if there's somebody watching and maybe this is not their background in work, but they're called to do it, they want to give it a try, they're not disqualified?
Oh no, not at all. You could sometimes discover your calling and your passion in the strangest of places, and if you love people and have a desire to learn and to serve, we welcome you to Century Park.
I'm guessing that one of the reasons you did fall in love with it so much when you were at the bridge is because of those connections with people. It's really something, it's very powerful when you're needed at work.
Yes, we all desire to have purpose. I was actually just talking to my husband about this. He is a police officer, so we want to have purpose in what we do and want to change people, and to not necessarily change people, but to affect them positively.
Mm-hmm. So is it an afternoon event? Is it a day-long event on the 14th?
It is from 2 to 6 p.m.
Okay.
So anytime you can drop in between those hours, and you can interview, meet our teams, and fill out an application.
If for some reason people can't make it, can they contact you even after the date?
Yes. So we are always able to be reached on our careers page, centuryparkassociates.com/careers.
Okay, I'm peppering you with questions, but that's what I do for a living. Are all the positions, do you know, that you're seeking full-time, or are there part-time opportunities?
We have all shifts. So you
Okay.
can, part-time, we have flexible scheduling options. So like if you are a student, a high school student, you can come after school and serve in the dining room for the evening shift. And we have morning shifts for breakfast and lunchtime as well. So there's lots of flexible scheduling options.
I was asking because I was thinking about that career shifting conversation that we had had, and if you were somebody who wanted to do this, but perhaps you were going to go now back to school to get licensed in something, this could still perhaps work for you.
Yes,
Okay.
that's exactly
Well,
right.
thank you for letting us know about it.
Yes, thank you.
And here's how to mark your calendar, September 14th from 2 until 6. And so the website that you see there, centurypa.com, that is for the Century Park Associates. But the places you're going to want to be on the 14th will be either the bridge at Ottawa, Garden Plaza of Greenbrier Cove, or Garden Plaza of Cleveland. And one thing I did not mention, but she told me that at Century Park, they manage 42, is that right? No,
42
42 communities in 19 states. So if you live here and your children live in another state and you decide to relocate and be closer to them, they can also help you find those communities there. So keep their phone number handy. Thank you, Danielle.
Thank you.